Hello các bạn. Nay mình sẽ luyện speaking rồi đến listening nha. Hello. Is everyone here? Haven't seen anyone yet. Hello. Các bạn có đây không? Brandon. Lovely. Hello Brandon. Hello. Brandon. Is your
Hi.
microphone on? Hi. How are you?
Yes, I'm doing very good.
Good. Great to hear that. Hello Lucky. Hello cô bé mùa hè. Hi Brandon. So Brandon, you will have the first question of today. Yeah? All right, let's see. It's about computers. Right. In what conditions would it be difficult for you to use a computer?
Sorry, can you say it again?
Yes. In what conditions would it be difficult for you to use a computer?
What conditions would be difficult for me to use a computer?
Yeah.
I think because I never used a computer for doing anything. I just use it for playing games. So I think I am a low tech person, so I'm not good at using or exploring new things. So I think because actually I do not really understand the word condition. In what conditions, what would be difficult for me to use the computer? So can you explain more at that point?
Yeah.
That point.
Yeah. You can ask the examiner's question back like that. That's fine.
Yes.
So in what conditions would be difficult? So like in what situation or what condition of the computer that make it difficult for you to use it?
I think at work, like I mentioned, because I've never used it for working and do anything related to programs or series of the software or the hardware of the computer, never. So I think it would be so hard for me to use a computer in the condition of working or something like that. It would be really hard for me to learn them because I mostly use a computer for playing games and getting access to social medias to just to watch other people doing anything that they want to do. That is my hobby. So I think, yeah, just that. And about working and stuff, I think it would be so hard for me to do so.
Well done, Brandon. Okay. So yeah, you can ask question back like that. Well done. So
Can I have one more? Can I beg for one more?
yeah. Let me just give you some feedback for this one first. So
Okay.
I'd say it's a good one for the second attempt. It's clear, yeah. So well done. If you want to, in the real test, you can talk about the different social media platforms that you are using. Okay, I think that you are being considerate of my live stream. That's why you didn't mention it. So say again, software.
Software.
And low tech person, you can say you're not tech savvy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well done. So. Alright. Rồi, tuần sau mình sẽ có đề forecast quý 2 nha bạn Xuân. Alright. Đúng rồi, bạn rất giỏi luôn bạn Triều ạ. Bạn Brandon rất giỏi. Ok, các bạn cũng request lên luyện nha. Ok, Brandon. So, second question for you. I'm gonna give you a part 3, yeah? What kind of jobs receive a low income?
I think teacher, I think that job pops up the first time, when I got asked this question, because I believe that a lot of people get struggle just because of becoming a teacher. Just I can take myself for example. I used to really want to be a teacher in the future, but actually after several people giving me advices and suggestions about being a teacher and how hard it would be if I want to be a teacher. So I think the income is the most difficult for teacher these days, and for those who want to become a teacher, just like I used to really want to. And so yeah, I think I believe that the income or the salary of a teacher, I think it is really not really good. And so yeah, it is it can be seen as a low income job.
Very good. However, I haven't seen any direct development for this question. So you got something to develop, like you say you used to want to become a teacher, but after hearing some people's suggestions, you kind of like want to do something else. Okay, good, Brandon. However, this is very specific, like what kind of jobs receive a low income. So what you keep repeating is that teachers, they are having a low level of income. But why? Why would that be the case? Or what's the current situation in your country that really show teachers are having a low level of income? Okay?
Mm.
Yeah, you can answer that, Brandon. Carry
So
on.
because like based on the stats that people usually do, so the percentage of people who want to become teacher, like they express themselves more about like not wanting to become a teacher anymore. Just like I said, I no longer want to become a teacher. So other people as well, they're just like me, and they feel like, oh, this job, like if I become a teacher, I would not be paid really well. So why do I have to become a teacher to get paid really like low like that? So like these days people, I can realize that people do not really want to become a teacher no more. So based on those things I mentioned, I believe that that is like real.
Okay, so Brandon, you're getting that. Right, so that is like a vicious circle, right? That teacher income is low, so no one wants to take care of that job. But what kind of jobs receive a low income? Yes, teacher. So why do they receive a lower level of income?
Because like I have heard a story of a teacher telling me before, because like this one is like involved to the government. It's not like a, for example, if you are a worker and you work for the company, it could be better for you to work for the government, like a public school. And in private school you can get paid more, just because like the person who owns the school is not like one of those who are working for the government. So I believe that people like the teachers, like for those who really want to become a teacher, they really want to get involved to like teach or to be a staff of like private school more than public school. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that's good enough. So you talk about like private school, public school, maybe they have different range of salary, and then also the reason perhaps why. I think that's sufficient. The one you say just now. Yeah. Can you say two words again, Brandon? Suggestion.
Suggestions.
Very good. Person.
Person.
Soft S. Person.
Person.
Yes, beautiful. Okay. Well done, Brandon, for today. I can understand every single word that you say, and for the most part, you spoke slowly, so it's very clear. Well done.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Next is Sunflower. Hello, Sunflower.
Hello, long time no see.
Okay. Right. So, Sunflower, before I let you answer your question, I will answer Chloe Chum concern first. Okay? Just bear with me. So, should the answer to this question be general, like just listing such low income jobs? You list like two, and then you're digging deeper, like what Brandon has done. What kind of jobs, kind of in plural. So yeah, you should list at least like two, and then digging deeper, not like just list out like 3 or 4 jobs and abandoning them and don't like elaborate on why and why is that the case and what's happening right now, that kind of thing. Okay, Chloe Chum. And everyone, các bạn ơi, các bạn muốn học tiếng Anh thì nhấn vào đây đăng ký trên lớp hoặc là nhấn vào nick TikTok của cô nha. Alright, các bạn muốn nhận tài liệu buổi hôm nay thì nhấn vào đây. Right. Hello, Sunflower again.
Yep.
Okay, so let's do question number 2 for you up in the computers. All right? Okay, let's see. What would your life be like without computers?
Oh, obviously I cannot do anything without computer because nowadays people usually use the computer more and more, and the technology and a lot of about electric services is more and more increased. And for me, a student in high school, I think using a computer is really necessary, and I cannot do my homeworks or anything is about my learning without computer. And if come back the past, I think I can live or study without computer, because in the past people can use the paper to hand out my homework and hand out the lesson on the paper, rather than they use computer to do this activity.
Okay, it's a bit confusing. So you talk a little bit about like without computers, difficult for you to do your homework, and I have some electric services. What do you mean electric services? I don't understand.
Maybe it's the computer or the robot about education.
Yeah, but what about the electric services? What do you mean?
The modern services.
Okay. The modern, not the electric services.
Yeah.
So what are the modern services do you mean?
I mean the modern services is about a robots, the computer, iPhone, and iPad, and so on.
Can you say again? Robot. Okay, so it's a bit confusing. Apart from the homework one, and then you talk about what I can get from your answers, like now, no, you may not be able to live without computers, but in the past, yes, if you were to live in the past, you would be able to live without a computer. Is that what you mean? Sunflower?
I don't know, but I just try this method.
Okay, so Sunflower, I think you should rearrange your idea a bit better. Maybe first you say it can be difficult for you to do your homework or achieve certain tasks or research something online. However, back in the day, people survived just fine without computers. So if you were to live without any of these devices, you would still be okay. And explain why you would be okay. Okay?
Oh, I got it.
Sunflower? Yeah, so keep it congruent throughout. All right?
Oh.
Okay, Sunflower, any question for me?
So,
Yeah.
do you have any mistakes about for the mark?
Say again, homework without S, just that, homework.
Okay. And any about the grammar or the fluency, or maybe like that?
I think fluency, it's all right, but then your idea is so difficult to understand. That is very challenging for me to mark you on this one, to be fair. Yeah, it's keep like twisting around and around and around, and the pronunciation at first perhaps not so clear together with the unclear idea. Okay.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome, Sunflower. Stick around for listening. Okay.
Okay.
All right, see ya. Okay, Lucky approve giúp cô bạn Mia nha. Okay. All right, nice. So next is bạn Lòng Vòng. Hello, Lòng Vòng. How are you?
I'm good.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you, but not very loud. So, okay, Lòng Vòng, you tried to join the speaking session yesterday, right?
Yes.
Okay, very nice. You can join today. If you want to, you can go for second round. All right. So third question, when was the first time you used a computer?
As I remembered, the first time I used my computer, it was about when I was in grade 2. Uh, I used computer in order to do my homework. Uh, so when I was in primary school, I have to take the IOE and the Olympic test. So I usually use computer.
Okay, I couldn't hear the last sentence. The IOB and the violin task. What did you say?
The IOE test and the Olympic.
Can you write it down? It's just that the microphone quality is quite low. I couldn't hear you very well. So the question about when was the first time you used a computer? I think it's good to talk about the specific time, grade 2, what you use it for, and then you're being even more specific. Yes, Olympic. Okay, very nice. Lovely. To perform which test? Well done. I think it's a good answer, Long Vong. If you can, next time if you join, just make sure that the microphone is clear to understand. Okay?
Yes, okay.
All right, well done. Next is Quang Hui. Hello, Hui.
Hello, teacher.
Hello. Yes, I can see your handsome avatar today. All right?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, very nice. So, Quang Hui, question number 4 is yours. All right?
Topic computers, right? Okay.
Yes. In what conditions would you use a computer?
Honestly, I use my computer every single day. I'd even say I can't live without it. Most of my work and daily schedule is organized on my laptop, from managing tasks to attending online classes and even playing games. I probably spend around 8 to 10 hours a day in front of my screen. It's just super efficient. Everything is just a click away. So yeah, I use it every single day.
I think it's good. You use it every single day. Yes, how convenient it is for you. Yeah, I think it's fine. To be fair, I couldn't hear most of your answer because there's some background noise. Everyone, when you join this, please make sure that you turn off your microphone when it's not your turn, okay? And Hui, can you do one more? Like do evenings, all right?
Oh, yes, okay.
Okay. What do you usually do in the evening?
In the evening, it's pretty consistent during the weekends. I usually have dinner with my family, then go for a short run or do some light exercise for about 30 minutes to enhance my stamina and distress. After that, I often attend online English classes or do some self-study. On the weekends, though it's a bit more relaxed, I tend to hang out with friends, go out to eat, or just chill to unwind after a busy week. It's my way of recharging my batteries.
Yes, very good, very clear, super specific. Like, what do you usually do in the evening? You talk about your weekend schedule and your weekday schedule. Like, weekdays more flexible. Yeah. Just chill. I think you can say just chill out. Yeah. Chill is
out.
good as well. Yeah.
Chill out.
Okay. Well done, Hui. Great
Yes.
pronunciation, great fluency, and you're answering straight to the point. Keep it up.
Yes, thank you, teacher. Because this is the common topic. I practice every single day, evening, morning, and yeah.
Okay, that's great. Hui. You can
Yes.
practice more topics, so everything gonna be under your belt. Okay.
Yes, thank you. Excuse me, under your belt.
Yes.
Oh yes, thank you.
All right. Good.
Yes.
Okay. Right. Well done. Hui. So next is Trung Vũ. Hello, Trung Vũ.
Em là cô thì em xin phép nói sau bạn. Tiếp theo là không ạ? Em đang xin việc.
That's fine. Don't worry. So we have Thu Thu and Phạm Anh. Okay. So let's see. We have Amber. Hello, Amber. Hello, Amber. Are you there? Các bạn follow kênh cô để học tiếng Anh nha. Với cả nửa sau của mình thì mình sẽ có học listening nữa. Nên là khi mà mình follow kênh của cô thì cái comment của mình sẽ không bị ẩn. Cô sẽ đọc chữa cho các bạn. Alright. Hello Amber.
Oh, hello, hi.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Great. Is this your first time here?
No, actually not.
Did you change your avatar?
It's my other account.
Oh, I see. Okay. Right. So I'll ask you a question number 2 about evenings. Alright?
Okay.
Do you spend your evenings in the same way on weekdays and at weekends?
Well, absolutely. On weekdays, I still have a lot of work to do, so I cannot like unwind by watching videos. But on weekends, I can sit down and throw on some good movies and truly blow up some steam. Yeah, I think that's the main difference.
So you watch what during weekends and what you do during weekday?
Okay, so on weekdays, I go to work, and on the weekends, I start off my day much slower than on weekdays. I tend to sleep in a little bit. Sometimes I skip breakfast and I just go straight to like, you know, the nearby restaurant to dine out. And in the evening, I stay at home and put in a good movie.
So you read the question again. Tell me what you kind of not answering.
What question is that?
Question number 2. I read it for you. Do you spend your evenings the same way on weekdays and weekends?
I think I've answered that already, right?
Yeah, but not quite. When you try to elaborate, you talk about how you start your day.
No, like previously, I answered that like on evenings.
Yes, for the first one was
Yes.
fine. I didn't see any issue with that. But the second one, I heard that you say start my day.
Oh, like I thought it was another question. Like I didn't look at the screen.
Okay, that's fine. Don't worry. So don't say start your day when the question is about evenings. I was just asking to reconfirm your main idea for the first question. What did you watch at the weekends again?
I watch YouTube videos.
Good. I love TikTok, by the way. But yeah, you watch some, because like the first time I heard you say by watching views, so I couldn't hear you clearly. Yeah, so I think it's all right. Yeah, weekdays you normally work even in the evenings, and then weekends you watch some videos online. That's nice. You don't say blow off some steam, because blow off some steam. Did you say blow off some steam, or you say something else?
I say blow up some steam.
Okay, so blow off some steam. It's all right, but yeah, it's all right if you. It's like if you have like any strong emotion, you blow off that steam. That makes more sense. But this is more like you relax and you recharge your battery. It's more like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I answer another part 3 question, because I'm about to take the IELTS exam.
Yeah, that's fine. When are you gonna do it?
Probably next week.
Probably. Did you book the test?
No.
Okay. Right. So part 3. What kind of jobs are well paid in Vietnam?
Okay, so there are many types of jobs that receive high income in my country. The first one that pops up in my mind is doctors. Doctors generally receive higher income than other professions because of their specialized knowledge. They spend years training and receiving qualifications for what they what they're about to do after graduation. So yeah, I think that makes sense. Another type is CEO. Yeah, those managerial roles and executive roles. I mean, like, these people have to shoulder enormous responsibilities, and sometimes their decisions can steer the company to a better track or a worse track. So I think they should be well compensated for what they are taking on.
Well done, well done. I think it's very good, Amber. Very clear. You have like again good pronunciation. Fluency, I think the previous one was smoother. This one toward the end a bit like few like tiny teeny pauses here and there. And then a clear idea. You got doctors, why? CEO, managers, why? Yes, beautiful. One grammar mistake is doctors. What do we say?
Oh, it's doctor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well done, Amber. Great job.
Thank you very much.
You're
I have a
welcome.
question for you. Do you have classes for advanced level?
Yes, I do. So I have all like classes for level. Literally, like you learn ABC to 7.0 plus, and then one-on-one classes for 8.0 plus. Okay.
Oh, so you have one-on-one class.
Yes, and also like small classroom, 4 to 5 people. That's what I'm talking about, like from learning the alphabet again to 7.0. That is a small size classroom. You have like 4 or 5 students. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice because, you know, I want to study, you know, I'm studying alone right now. I want to study with somebody to
Okay,
give me more motivation. I think so.
I understand. So, Amber, you can send me a text message here or on my TikTok account, and then after the live stream, I'll check it out for you. Okay?
Okay, sure. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Goodbye.
Bye. Các bạn khác cũng vậy ha. Các bạn khác muốn đăng ký học thì cứ nhấn vào đây hoặc nhấn vào nick TikTok của cô. Bên cô là có các lớp từ cơ bản cho đến lớp 7.0 cộng là lớp chung. Còn cô có lớp 11 cho các bạn muốn học lên 8.0 nữa. Ok. Có gì các bạn cứ nhấn vào đây hoặc nhấn vào nick TikTok của cô. Alright. Follow kênh cô nha. Alright. Trung Vũ just send like a comment whenever you're ready. Alright.
I'm here.
You're ready. Okay, good.
We're just running some errands for my wife. So.
Okay, nice. So let's do question number 3. All right.
Can I kindly ask for one question, part 1, and one, part 3, if you don't mind?
Yeah, it's all right. So let's do part 1 first. How did you spend your evenings when you were younger?
When I was younger, I mean, it's a pretty general question. Like, if you were to talk about my actual childhood, being under grade 9, I guess the majority of the time would just be doing homework, meeting deadlines, and, you know, running errands for my parents. But then as I get older, I tend to socialize a little bit more. So I sneak into internet cafes, skip classes sometimes. And as I grow older, or now, I just spend my evening time just lounging around to, you know, to relax after long working hours.
Okay, interesting. So talk about present. The question is about the past. So you only need to stick to that. For present, if you want to do some comparison, you can do like one sentence. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
Other than that, that'd be too much and too heavy. You see, the size of the past is like this, and the size of the present is like equally the same. Okay.
All right.
So you start with the past. Maybe one comment about present. Okay, grade 9. This is, yeah, I think the first half is good. Very clear, good pronunciation. The reason why I laughed is because You say in the past you ran some errands for your parents, and now you're running errands for your wife. Yeah.
Yeah, the same duty, different employers.
Yeah, I was about to say different boss. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so part 3 per your request. Do you think online learning will replace face-to-face learning?
Well, as with the proliferation of AI technology or the internet in general, I think we're heading there. I'd say to replace completely, it's unlikely to happen because you still need real people input with certain aspect of education, maybe some back end stuff. But in the future, we might see the trend of having virtual classes where students sit and listen to an AI representative of the school, of the organization, rather than a real human teacher. And also, automation would likely help replace some of the teacher's duty in marking or materialize curriculums for the teachers. But I think there will still be places for human teachers to work alongside or as a complement to technology, and you cannot replace them entirely, I think.
Okay. Yeah. I think just the first half and the second half is good, but then the last part, when you try to come back, I'm like, wait, so where are you going? Because I thought you was going a different direction, like the entire classroom will be run by AI, virtual teachers, like robot per se. But yeah, so and then at the end you come back to the previous idea of now. So I'm a bit confused. So maybe just you get what I mean. Yeah, because now it may not be happening right now, but in the future perhaps it's gonna be steered toward this direction. Materialize curriculum, let's say, like prepare the curriculum.
Okay.
And the question is about online learning. It's not about
that's true. Learning in general.
It's not about AI teaching. Can be real teacher teaching online, like what I'm doing. Okay. Yeah, so be careful with that. And then one more thing that's a bit unclear, say back end stuff. I'm like, but you're talking about like teaching, not coding. So what back end stuff would you want?
Like back end to me is creating materials, marking, planning lessons.
So more like back office jobs. Back office tasks.
But I kind of misuse the word.
Then I'll be thinking about coding if you talk about back end, but then you talk about real teacher. So I'm like, I don't think they do coding. Okay.
That's my mistake.
But other than that, clear pronunciation. Okay, fluency. Yes, but off topic. So make sure if you listen carefully, and if you are not sure about anything, you can always ask the examiner, sorry, you mean like online learning, like the actual teacher will be teaching online, or like an AI software or something like that? Yeah?
Em bị vội quá, quên mất.
Vẫn còn đang tính run errands cho vợ tiếp nên là bị vội. Okay.
It's about lunchtime.
I see. All right, so have fun, Chung, and if you can, stick around for listening after running some other errands. Okay?
Okay. Thank you, cô.
You're welcome. All right. Rồi. Hiện tại queue đang đầy thì mọi người cứ đợi một xíu nha. Hình như có một bạn đang request á. Bạn trợ lý accept giúp cô với. All right. Mia. It's Mia. Lovely. So, Khoa. Hello, Khoa.
Hello, teacher.
How are you?
I'm doing well today.
Lovely. So, let's see. Question number 4 is yours.
Yes.
Is there anything you don't like to do in the evening?
Yes, I don't really like doing difficult or stressful work in the evening, like studying for exams or finishing big projects. In the evening, I usually feel bit tired, so it's harder for me to focus. I'm referred to do what kind of work during the day when my mind is more active. Uh, Evening as is the time when I want to relax and feel calm. So if I do stressful tasks at night, it's harder for me to sleep because I keep thinking about them.
Very good. Very nice. Well done, Hua. I think something difficult or stressful, maybe this is already clear enough because you explained why you don't like to do those kind of tasks. But if you can name the tasks that are stressful, that are difficult for you, okay? I don't
Yes,
know, for you or maybe some other people, maybe it's like some accounting job or some personal finance issue. They don't want to do it in the evening. Maybe that's the difficult task for them. Or maybe you don't want to do like IELTS practices in the evening because if you make so many mistakes, that will keep you awake at night, like what you explained later on. Okay?
yes,
So give at least one specific task. All right?
yes.
Say this word again, calm.
Calm,
And say this phrase together. Make sure your intonation and chunking are correct. Harder for me to sleep.
harder for me to sleep.
Very good. Well done, Hua. And then another one. You say prefer to do what kind of work in the day? No, you say prefer to do that kind of work, not what kind of work. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Well
Uh,
done.
Teacher, can I
Yeah.
do one poetry
Yeah.
in one round?
That's fine. That's
Yes.
fine. So, question number 2. What are the advantages of online learning?
For me, online learning has many good points. First, it is very flexible. You can study at your own space and choose what time that works best for you. This is great for people who have jobs or other responsibilities. Secondly, you can study from anywhere. You don't need to travel to school or university, which save time and money. Also, there are so many courses available online, so you can learn anything you want, even from teachers in other countries. Also, online learning help students become more independent. They learn how to manage their time and use technology well, which is useful for the future. Yes,
Okay.
that's all.
Well done, Hua. You mentioned like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, around 5 reasons. That's a bit too many. Okay, Hua.
Yeah,
Keep it down to 2 or 3. Each of your reasons are good. Toward like the last 2 reasons, again, you didn't have much time and space to develop those last 2 ideas. So I'd rather recommend you to stick to 2 or 3 main ideas and then dig deeper. You already done so in the first and the third ones, but then of course you can still like going down a bit more. Okay, yeah. So,
yeah.
but then it's good. You're answering the question. That's good about that. At your own pace. Did you say at your own pace? Right?
Own space, yes.
Pace or space?
Pace,
Okay, say again. Pace.
pace.
Very good. Yeah, at your own pace. Yeah. And then don't need to travel. Many costs. You say many courses.
Yes,
Say again. Many courses.
many courses.
A bit better. Yes, and quite persuasive reasoning. I just want you to develop each idea even more. Okay?
Yeah,
All right.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome, Khoa. Good job. So next is Mia. Okay, Mia, before you
Hello,
start.
can you hear me?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Oh, very clearly.
Good, good. All right, Mia. So before you start, just bear with me for a bit. Ok, các bạn ơi, cô sẽ nhận thêm khoảng 2 bạn nữa nhé. Nãy có một bạn Joroto với cả một bạn bạn còn lại tên là gì đây? Bạn Dodesi. Dodesi cứ đợi nha em nha. Tẹo nữa cô sẽ add em vô, em sẽ là bạn cuối cùng. Đó. Thì sau đấy thì mình sẽ luyện sang listening nha các bạn. Mia ơi, bên em hơi bị ồn background noise nha Mia. Em có thể di chuyển ra chỗ nào bớt ồn được không?
Is that okay now?
It's a bit better. Let's start talking, so maybe your voice will mask over the background noise. So, question number 5. Do you like the morning or evening?
Oh, well, honestly, I wouldn't consider myself as an early bird, simply because I tend to feel quite like sluggish and unproductive in the morning. You know, it usually takes me a while to proper wake up and get into the groove. On the other hand, I'm more alert and focused at night. That's when I feel most creative and energized, which is why I often get my best work done late in the evening.
Yes, well done. I think it's a great answer. Beautiful pronunciation as usual. There's one word I couldn't hear, maybe because of the background noise. Something before sluggish.
Sluggish?
Something before
maybe
that.
I feel quite sluggish.
Quite. It was quite? I remember it was another adjective actually. But
Oh, really?
yeah. Okay. Did you say get in the groove, right?
Get into the groove.
This one, right? Get in the groove. Yeah, that one? I sent on the comment section. Can you see it?
I haven't sent it.
Oh, really? Okay. Let me write it on the screen for you then. Lucky, can you check if you can see my comment just now? Get in the groove. Can you see it, Mia?
Yeah.
Do you mean
I
that?
see it on the screen. Yes.
Okay. You mean that one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. Say again. More energized.
More energized.
Yes. Or if you say more like American, that'd be Z and that'd be the sound at the end. But either ways, you haven't got that ending sound. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, well done. All right. Okay, Mia. So next we have Thắm. Yes.
Yes. So can I start with part 3, Mr. Teacher Lina?
Yes. So I'll let Thắm answer first, and then I'll let you do a part 3. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. Hello, Thắm.
Yes, hello, teacher.
How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you, teacher.
Lovely. So, let's see. Question number 6 is yours. Are there any differences between what you do in the evening now and what you did in the past?
Sorry. Right. Definitely in the past, I was younger, so I often spend my time for relaxing, such as watching movies or chatting with my friends. However, now my evenings, I usually have more busier. Yeah, and I usually prepare for dinner, play with my daughter, or I must to study English to improve my skill. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, well done. So basically, when you was younger, you have less things to do in the evening. Now you have like your personal goal and your family tasks as well, right? Yeah, Thắm? Microphone?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, I think it's a clear idea. Can you say again? Younger with the soft younger.
Younger.
Good. Okay.
Younger.
You don't say more busier, you say busier, okay?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, busy is the short adjective.
Or you say more busy, it's fine. It's just that either way, you choose one. More busy or busier, because that ending with Y. That's why you can do both. All right? Okay, I must do study. Delete to, I must study. Okay?
I must to study.
Delete to, I must study. Have to.
Yeah.
And must go with...
I must study. Don't need to.
Yes,
Right.
exactly.
I must study too. Thank you,
Well
teacher.
done. All right, well done, Tham. So next is Mia. Back to Mia. Bear with me. I answer some of the comments first. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Rồi, bạn NTH, em cũng muốn lên ngại quá hả? Thế thì cứ lên đi. Dodesi còn đấy không? Bạn trợ lý check giúp cô xem Dodesi. Đây, Dodesi còn đấy, thế cô accept. Rồi, có gì ngày mai cứ lên nha. Tại vì hiện tại là bạn Dodesi với Joroto sẽ là hai bạn cuối. Thì bạn NTH mai cứ tự tin lên. Alright. Rồi, tại vì lên đây mà không có từ vựng hay là không có ý thì cô sẽ giúp cho. Yes, đừng có ngại. Alright. Rina cũng vậy, đừng ngại. Okay. Thank you, Rina. So, after Dr. C, we're gonna do listening. Alright. Các bạn muốn đăng ký học thì nhấn vào đây hoặc nhấn vào nick TikTok của cô. Muốn nhận tài liệu của ngày hôm nay thì nhấn vào đây. Okay. Rồi follow kênh cô để tẹo nữa mình làm listening á. Các bạn comment cô sẽ nhìn được chứ không có bị ẩn mất. Okay. Right. So, back to you, Mia.
Oh, yes.
Nice. So, I'm gonna let you answer question number 3 right here. Why are so many young people obsessed with short videos?
Short video.
Yes.
Oh, well, so when it comes to the fixation of the youth with the short videos, I think what springs to mind first is none other than, by the snackable natures and the way the content cater to their needs and their demands. So, like platforms like TikTok or Instagram, YouTube, which are ubiquitous now, are designed to deliver quick bursts of entertainment that can be incredibly engaging and maybe to some extent can be quite addictive, I guess. That's the reason why that can draw the youth, especially the youth user, keep scrolling for hours. And also another reason behind this trend, behind the obsession with the short videos is none other than, I would say, it's due to the fast-paced lifestyle. Like you don't need to spend a long time, maybe 20 or 30 minutes to watch a video like before, like in the past. But now you can easily consume dozens of short clips in just a few minutes, which feels maybe bring you a sense of satisfaction and rewarding at the same time. And on top of that, I believe that these videos often go viral quite quickly. And the young individuals love being part of the trends, or simply because they just jump on the bandwagon quite often, which add a layer of like solely social interactions and also engagement for them. Yeah.
Very good. Well done. I think it's very comprehensive. You answer each of the element in depth. This is way better than your previous part 3 question I asked you the other day. Okay, this is so good. You're answering the question, you're digging deeper into each of the idea that you have stated. Okay, jump on the bandwagon. Yes, good idiom. So, nonetheless, there are some small issues here. Say some of these words again. Youth
Youth.
Very good. So make sure when you say this y sound, you pay attention to it. So when you say it in a sentence, it can be accurately pronounced like what you're doing now. All right?
Yes.
Say this again. Young.
Young.
Very good. Entertainment.
Entertainment.
Not tan, yeah? Tain, AA sound. Yeah. The rest is good. The examiner may cut you after you have developed the first idea because it's like more than enough. They got enough, enough of your answer to mark you. So they may just like stop you there and then move on to the next one. Okay?
Oh wow, it's too long.
Yeah, it's quite long. Yeah, double, even triple the time that you should spend on one answer.
Oh yes.
All right. The snackable nature. Did you say snackable?
Snackable.
Snackable. Yes.
Yeah, snackable.
Right. Drove out the juice of the user. That's what I heard. What did you say?
It's left my mind. I forgot.
Okay. It's just that part is quite unclear. I don't know what you're trying to portray in there.
Yeah, I forgot. But snackable, I remember.
Snackable
content. Yes. Snackable.
All right. So is that it? All right, Mia, well done. You can stick around for listening as well. I think you're doing very well in this IELTS speaking. If you do the real test, I think you will perform excellently. Okay?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Mia. All right. Rồi. Sau bạn Mia thì sẽ tới Thu Thu, rồi Duy Việt, rồi lại một bạn Mia khác nữa và bạn Jotaro, rồi bạn Dodesi. Dodesi sẽ là bạn cuối cùng. Sau đấy thì mình sẽ luyện sang listening nha các bạn. Các bạn muốn đăng ký học thì nhấn vào đây hoặc nhấn vào link TikTok của cô. Nhận tài liệu hôm nay thì nhấn vào đây. Follow kênh của cô nha để tạo nữa mình luyện listening với nhau. Rồi cô sẽ trả lời comment một chút nha. Thu Thu đợi cô xíu. Alright. Rồi. Rồi, em cảm ơn hả Khoa, không có chi. Không có vốn từ hả Rina, không sao, cứ lên đi rồi cô sẽ hướng cho. Yes, alright, đúng rồi, bạn Thắm lúc đầu cũng hay ngại. Yes, bây giờ thì ok rồi đó. Right, lần nào lên cũng như lần đầu phải càng tốt Khoa để biết được. Mình sẽ càng ngày càng ok hơn. Cô thấy hôm nay cũng không run đâu, giọng cũng không bị run đâu Khoa. Đúng rồi, bạn Mia nói rất hay. Nãy cô có một từ là instant gratification để cho bạn Mia với cả các bạn nữa. Cái việc mà mình cảm thấy cái sự happy, cái sự happiness của mình, xong rồi nó cũng nhanh thôi và mình muốn là nó tới thật nhanh, giống như kiểu mình đặt đồ mà mình muốn đồ nó đến luôn á, là mình cần mình crave cái instant gratification đó. Alright. Rồi, hello bạn Huyền Trang nay đi thi chưa em? Thấy hôm qua nhắn là đi thi mà, nay đi thi chưa? Review đề cho các bạn xem thi khó không? Đúng rồi, bạn Mia nói rất là hay luôn. Jotaro, ác đạn. Ok, đừng ngại Jotaro, hình như cũng là lần đầu tiên em lên live của cô đúng không? Right, đúng rồi, cố lên, yes. Mai mới thi hả? Ok, rồi, mai vô review nha bạn Huyền Trang. Right, so chưa có kinh nghiệm với lần đầu tiếp xúc IELTS, không sao đâu, cô sẽ cho câu đơn giản rồi sẽ đúng rồi. Snackable skyline, yes, snackable, từ đó là dùng ok. Rồi tiếp nữa là gì đây? 10 điểm, yes. Tên tiếng Anh giống mình. Ok, yes. Huyền Trang hay đó. Yes, nhiều Mia, mà bạn Mia nào nói cũng hay ha. Mia thích Bubble cũng nói rất hay. I love TikTok, sorry. Mai Anh có khóa học cho người mới bắt đầu nha bạn Mai Anh và các bạn khác. Bên cô có khóa học lại từ bảng chữ cái cho đến khi mà học ra được 7.0 là các lớp chung. Các bạn muốn đăng ký nhắn vào đây, nhắn vào link TikTok của cô. Tôi đã live xong cô sẽ trả lời các bạn. Hello Pần. Ok. Right, 3 skill sáng nay, chiều em thi speaking. Ok, thế nếu mà rảnh bây giờ thì nhắn thử xem 3 skill hôm nay như nào nhá. 3 skill này đề thi có khó không hay là ok? Alright, so Thu Thu, hello em.
Chào cô.
Hello.
Cô nghe.
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Dạ.
Great. So you're doing okay?
Hơi run một tí cô ạ.
Ok, không sao. Bạn Mia làm tốt quá ha. Ok, rồi question number 4 is yours. Listen carefully. Do you think people spend too much time watching short videos. Why?
Yes, I think many people, especially younger generations, spend a lot of time on short videos, which can have both positive and negative effects. On the positive side, short videos are entertaining, quick to consume, and can be fun a way to learn new things in a bit-sized formats. However, the downside is that they can become addictive and might contribute to reduced attention spans or make it harder to focus on the longer tasks. Plus, the constant stream of content can make it easy to waste time without even realizing this. And so it's all about the balance, using it for fun and learning, but not letting them to take over
Take over what?
the addiction.
Wait, the addition take over you and your time, not you take over the addition, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, too, that's great. I'll elaborate a bit more on that for you. Very good answer. You're answering it straight away. You talk about how bad it's gonna be, and it's well developed. So well done. Fluency can be improved because sometimes you try to think about idea and how to formulate your sentences, so you stutter a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pronunciation so far is clear. So the question is about, do you think people spend too much time watching short videos? You answered already, but I want you to reaffirm it more throughout your answer. So like in the middle, before you talk about how bad it's gonna be, you say, yeah, watching too much short videos is not good for young people. And then you talk about why it's bad, like what you did.
Nếu như đoạn cuối mà em dùng thêm ví dụ example về em chẳng hạn thì vẫn ok đúng không chú?
I think it's long enough. So, and also part 3, if you can, try to use examples from a third person perspective rather than a personal example. If you can, then think of something, let's say like people will have short attention span, and not just you, but like people of your generation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Generalize it as in like talking about from a third person perspective for the example, it'd be better. And for the end, again, come back and talk about, yes, people spending too much time watching short content. Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Good too. It's all right. And some pronunciation issues as well. Say again. Younger. Generation.
Generations.
Generations. Right. Balance. Good. All right. You're welcome too. Okay.
Cảm ơn cô. Thank you.
All right. Rồi. Ông Phong Việt Nam, Hoàng Cung. Bạn Duy Việt đợi cô xíu nha, cô trả lời comment một chút. Bạn Huyền Trang có share cho chúng ta. Huyền Trang dưới nick của một bạn tên Văn là cũng tầm cam, listening không có map, nhiều câu chọn, 2 đáp án, không nhanh nhưng mà đọc đột ngột. Ok, không nhanh mà đọc đột ngột là sao? Là kiểu drop thông tin đột ngột hả? Bạn Văn read không quá khó nhưng mấy câu matching info chua ơi chua. Ok, rồi matching info rồi. Reading 2 lines mà một line siêu nhiều dữ liệu, một line chẳng có gì. Ok, bạn Huyền Trang. Writing task 1. Rồi, alright. Victoria, hello Victoria. Task 2. Mọi người đang sử dụng internet để lấy advice về health problem instead of going to the doctors. Wow, đề này hay nha. Interesting. Bạn nào muốn cô luyện writing thì comment ở trên kênh của cô nhé. Thì xong rồi mai mốt thì có hôm nào rảnh cô cho luyện writing cũng được. Right. Why? Your opinion. Em tên Minh Anh. Ok, rồi. Right. Ok, Thu hơi bị run một chút nhưng mà ok. Victoria 2K1 hả? Victoria có thể ở lại ngồi nghe listening ha. Xong các bạn trên này thì là mình sẽ chuyển sang listening hoặc là mai lên lúc 11:30. Cô Tú sẽ live ngày mai, cô Tú sẽ cho mình luyện speaking với cả reading ở sau, ok? Cô Tú 8.0 overall và 9.0 reading đó nha các bạn. Ok. Right, rồi các bạn muốn đăng ký học thì nhấn vào đây hoặc nhấn vào nick TikTok của cô. Right. Duy Việt, hello Việt.
Hello, teacher.
Okay, so
How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Are you doing okay?
Yes.
So, lovely. Let's see. Miss Việt, we have question number 5. Are there many people who watch online videos a lot?
Okay, thank you for your question. I think in Vietnam, almost everyone does. Because TikTok's gain popularity in recent years. So people from all of ages can use TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. It's quite easy to use and it's quite easy to use and to download the app. For example, Vietnamese people enjoy watching celebrity news, some short pranks, cooking tips. So I think watching online videos is a habit of Vietnamese people, especially teenagers. That's all.
Okay, right. So it's kind of not answering the question. You're not totally off topic, but listen to the question again, yeah? Are there many people who watch online videos a lot? So you started talking about TikTok and then some other platforms. I love TikTok, by the way, right? I love TikTok. So, just say it gained popularity and then people can download the app, so on and so forth. You'll jump straight into this specific example. Meanwhile, you did not try to answer the question first. So you need to elaborate a bit more on your idea, and then also talk about 2 key things in here. Watch online videos. Where is it? Online videos a lot. And then many people. You kind of try to touch on it, like people of different ages at some point, but then you did not elaborate more. So that's why I say kind of off the topic. And they watch different kind of videos. Yes, you mentioned celebrities, news. Yeah, but then what else? And these many people, who are they? Like at the end you say teenagers, but if you can talk about like maybe adult, say look for more financial or economic speculations online, so they watch those kind of things. And younger, like teenagers or young adults, they may just want to watch some like gossip, rumor and gossips about their celebrity, or what else do they watch? They learn as well, right? They learn new things, learn new skills online. So the many people part and the videos, watching videos a lot, that need to be expanded before you can talk about all the platforms. All right?
Yes. Thank you, teacher. Now I understand after your explanation, and you always make me feel happy.
I'm very grateful to hear that. So thank you, Miss Việt, for joining my live stream.
I love you.
Thank you. Love you too. All right. So next will be Mia. Mia, bear with me. I answer Tino question. Should we say yes and explain how they watch and what they watch? Yeah, exactly. That's what we need to do. Exactly. Tino shop. Yeah. Okay, so guys, follow my channel, follow my TikTok channel. So in the second half, the listening part, you can leave your comment. All right. Next is Mia. Hello, Mia.
Hello. Hi.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Good, good. All right. Let's do question number 6 for you. Let me just scroll down a bit. What kinds of videos are the most popular in your country?
Okay, I'd say short form content like TikTok clips and Facebook Reels are currently the most popular in my country. These videos are fast-paced, visually engaging, and packed with high-energy editing that captures viewers' attention within seconds. I mean, content creators really know how to master the art of grabbing attention. Like, you know, their skills, editing skills are next level, and they know exactly how to grab people's attention from the very beginning. Apart from that, I think travel vlogs are gaining traction too. Many people long to escape their routine lives, but due to financial constraints, they can't travel as freely as they like. So instead, they live their life vicariously through travel vloggers, because in their videos, there are a lot of close-up shots that provide immersive experiences. So for many viewers, watching these vlogs feel very surreal, like a virtual getaway.
Yes, very good. Well done, well done. I was a bit worried for the first part because you did not mention like the exact type videos, but then toward the end you talk about one specific type like traveling vlog, and then how surreal that gonna be for other people. Great pronunciation, good fluency, though I want to hear more of up and down in your intonation. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
You say like living vicariously. Yes, very nice. Well done. And also like all the vocabulary you talk about when you praise how well their editing skills are and how they grab the attention of other audience. Yes, that's so nice. Yeah, so I think well done, Mia. Honestly, I think it's a good answer. Just intonation up and down. Maybe shorten a little bit for both the idea and the example. Make sure it's more concise, and other than that, it's perfect. Okay?
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome, Mia.
Bye.
Bye bye. Các bạn ơi, các bạn muốn đăng ký học thì nhấn vào đây hoặc nhấn vào link TikTok của cô nha. Rồi các bạn cũng follow kênh của cô để sau hai bạn Jotaro và Dr. C thì là mình sẽ lượn sang listening nha. Alright, so back to Jotaro. How are you?
I'm good. Hello.
Hello. Is it your first time here?
Yeah. This is my first time.
Okay. You should be fine. Don't worry. And I read that you are a bit nervous in the comment section. Just breathe in, breathe out. Think of me as your friend and then give your answer. Okay?
Okay.
Right. In what conditions would it be difficult for you to use a computer?
I'm sorry. Let me read it again.
Okay. In what conditions would it be difficult for you to use a computer?
All right. With me, I use computer a lot, and my subject in university is a software engineer. So, I have to use computer all the time when I learning, when I entertaining. So if I don't have the internet, it will be the worst thing. For example, I have to use the internet for online learning. I have so much courses in the internet. I have to research research like learning material. So with me, no internet is the worst thing. Sorry,
That's fine.
I have to
So,
think about.
Jotaro, the question is a bit twisting. So, let me explain. You can answer in what conditions, right? In what situations, or what kind of computer incidents? Yeah, would it be difficult for you to use a computer? So maybe in what conditions? In a sense, for your current answer, you've kind of already gone off the topic. You can say. Well, yeah, so whenever I do my assignments, and of course I use my computer for it, that'd be difficult for me. That'd be challenging for me. Okay? Yeah. Whenever I try to research for new information, though that's not answering the question directly, it can save you somehow. Okay?
Yeah.
And another thing is, again, you can talk about conditions when it's difficult for you to use a computer. Let's say like when the desktop or the CPU or whatever component of the computer is kind of like almost broken down, or it keep asking for updates when you don't need it. Like you need to run the software, you need to program it to submit to your teacher, but then the computer suddenly run an update by itself and all of your work got deleted. Just keep that kind of conditions or situations that is challenging or difficult for you to use a computer. Okay?
Okay.
And can you say this again? Some grammar mistakes? When I learning and entertaining. What's wrong?
Like when I learning and entertaining.
When I learn and entertain. Present simple. A routine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So much courses. What do we put? So much courses? So.
Like so many.
Yes, very good.
All right.
So many courses. Yes. All right. Welcome. You are welcome, Jotaro. So stick around for listening, yeah?
All right. Thank you.
Okay, very good. So before Dr. Desi, Tino asking if we don't find it difficult to use. Actually, this question is about not like you find it difficult to use, generally speaking, but in what conditions would it be difficult for you? And if you cannot think of an answer, you can say, oh, you know what? I use it on a daily basis. I have never ever encountered any issue, which can be not true for most users. All right? But then say so. And then try to think of a possible situation or a possible condition that may be difficult to use after saying the first statement. All right, Tino? And next, Dr. C. Hello, how are you?
Yes, really good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. All right.
Excuse me, can you correct my speech because next week I have exams?
That's fine. That's what I'm doing. Don't worry. And do you want to do a part 1 or part 3? You can choose.
Part 1. Yes.
Part 1. Okay. So next question. I will write it here for everyone to see, and for you, you should listen to me. All right. And for everyone else, I can start reading for the listening exercise. Right. So, Dr. Z, let's see. Question number 2 for you. What would your life be like without computers?
Well, I prefer computers. Well, actually, it would be good because I prefer to use smart devices like smartphones or the iPad instead of computers. Yes, so because they are really convenient for me. So I think this is good for me. Yeah, there's no challenging for my life without computers.
Nice, interesting take on this. So the examiner may say, oh, you know what? Actually, like your iPhone, like your phone right now, or your tablet, they all like smart computers, you know? They're all like compact computers in a sense. Then they changed the question. What would your life be like without any like smart devices? Then how can you answer?
Yes. Well, my life without smart devices, it would be terrible. Because I'm a person who really like to use smart devices to interact with others on social media, yes, on internet. I can catch up new informations and I can make new friends on there. So that's why my life without smart devices would be challenge for me.
It would be challenging. Yeah. Good. So you talk about what you use it for the most. And yes, of course, without that, it'd be difficult for you to communicate, right? So that'd be a challenge. Nice. Say this again. Person.
Person.
No, sure. Soft S, look at my mouth. Person.
Person.
Yes, beautiful. Okay, Dr. C.
Yes, thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right. So everyone else, we're going to move on to listening. Who is excited? Who is excited? Send me a smiling icon. Các bạn nào đang đợi listening nào? Cho cô xin cái mắt cười nhá. Cho xin cái tin nhắn mắt cười nào các bạn ơi trên comment nào. Các bạn muốn đăng ký học thì nhấn vào đây hoặc nhấn vào link TikTok của cô. Muốn nhận tài liệu hôm nay thì nhấn vào đây. Ok. Rồi follow kênh cô đi. Follow kênh cô thì mình sẽ cái comment tẹo nữa bây giờ luôn này, cái phần listening của mình sẽ không bị ẩn. Ok. Yes, lovely. Cảm ơn bạn Lucky, Tino, Phan Khoa, Bánh Bao và Mr. Hường. So, let's see. 11 to 15. Bài này hôm nay không dễ nha. Mọi người thấy bài nó có bị chữ nhỏ quá thì bảo cô nhá. Hay là có bị che trên che dưới thì bảo cô. Alright, check giúp cô đi. Có bị che gì không? Cô đeo tai nghe vào in the meantime. I mean đeo kính. Yeah, sorry. Ok. Có bị che gì không? Lucky, Phan Khoa. Nếu không thì là mình làm luôn nha. Hay là chữ có nhỏ quá thì cứ bảo cô. Ok, không sao. Tẹo nữa cô kéo xuống, cái đấy không phải lo. Chủ yếu là trái phải thôi. Right, so bicycles for the world. Rồi, bữa nay người ta tốt tí ha, người ta cho mình cái chủ điểm đó các bạn. Zoom to hơn được luôn. Ok, zoom to hơn thì cô sẽ kéo nó sang bên phải một tí. Yeah, alright, để cho các bạn không bị che trái. Bên trái có sao thì cứ nói. Right, có cần zoom to nữa không? Thì nhắn tiếp nha. Ok, rồi. 1993, rồi, Dan Perman went to Ecuador as a tourist guide. Rồi, ông này đến đây làm gì? Các bạn comment cho cô keywords nha. Tourist guide, rồi, người hướng dẫn du lịch. Part of his studies, theo cái phần học, phần của ông là phải đi. Voluntary worker, đi coi như là tình nguyện viên. Dan's neighbor was successful in business because, thành công trong business, tại vì employ carpenters from the area. Ok. Rồi, carpenters. Carpenters là gì các bạn biết không? Là người làm nghề gì? Đây là việc gì? Ok. 1993 rồi. Hello hi me. Mấy bữa nay thi trên trường nhiều quá hay sao mà không thấy lên? Chắc học nhiều quá hả? Carpenter là người ta làm nghề gì? Thợ gì? Đúng rồi. Tốt lắm, bạn cố gắng vào focus. Right. Tiếp nha. B was the most skilled craftsman in the town. Rồi, ông này nha, chủ ngữ là he nha. Còn đây là employ là thuê những thợ mộc ở trong khu vực. C found it easy to reach customers. Dễ dàng để có thể gọi là lấy được, vươn tới được khách hàng. Ok. Ok, rồi, tốt lắm bạn đã Phan Hoa. Rồi, ok em hai mi. 13, Dan say the charity. Charity là gì các bạn? Danh từ đó nha. Relies on, dựa vào cái gì? Getting enough bicycles to send regularly. Rồi, lấy đủ bicycle để gửi được thường xuyên. Ok. Rồi, charity là gì các bạn nhắn cho cô? Tiếng Việt hoặc tiếng Anh đều được. Right. B. Find new areas which need the bicycles. Những cái khu vực mới mà cần bicycles. Rồi. Charging for the bicycles, it sends abroad. Sạc pin, okay? Sạc cho những cái bicycles mà gửi ra nước ngoài. Yes, từ thiện, danh từ the charity. Yes, không phải là người nổi tiếng nha. Tino ở trong này nó là tổ chức từ thiện. Đúng rồi, for coi Rina Khoa. Yes. Người nổi tiếng chắc là em đang nói cái khác hả? Alright. Rồi. Charity, yes. Rồi. Tổ chức từ thiện, danh từ. Tiếp. 14. What does Dan say about the town of Rivers? Rồi. Dan nói gì về cái thị trấn này? It has received the greatest number of bikes. Nhận được cái số lượng xe đạp nhiều nhất. Right. B. Học hồi đầu năm 11. Ok Rina. It has almost as many bikes as Amsterdam. Rồi có gần như là bằng cái số lượng xe đạp ở Amsterdam. Okay. Its economy has been totally transformed. Cái tình hình kinh tế, right? Để cô kéo nó xuống tí ha. Đây, cái tình hình kinh tế đã được coi như là transformed. Khác hẳn luôn, yes, được đổi mới luôn. Ok. Rồi. Phương tiện là cái nào hả bạn Hai Mí? Hai Mí đang trả lời phần nào đó? Rồi, 15. What problem did the charity face in August 2000? Rồi, vấn đề mà cái charity phải gặp phải vào August 2000. Couldn't meet its overheads. Ok. Overheads ở đây là gì? Overheads có nhiều nghĩa lắm nha. Các bạn thử nhắn cho cô xem overheads có nghĩa là gì nào. Đúng rồi, đầu người. Alright. Thế thì trong cái trường hợp này nếu mà là đầu người thì mình sẽ hiểu là gì? Hello. Overhead nếu mà hiểu đầu người thì là gì? Overhead nó còn có hiểu là chi phí nha. Chi phí lúc ban đầu. Ok. Rồi. Không phải như vậy đâu Hai Mí. Rồi transformed là thay đổi. Yes. Rồi. Người đứng đầu. Overhead, từng người. Đúng rồi. Overhead mình có cái overhead bình thường thì trong cái trường hợp này mình đang không hiểu, tại vì cái từ này nó có nhiều nghĩa. Ok. Thì nó có thể là một trong hai cái như thế này. Thứ nhất là cái đầu người, người ta gửi cái xe đi. Đúng rồi, cái người tham gia. Yes. Có thể là cái người tham gia, đúng rồi đó banana. Cái người tham gia hoặc là cái số lượng xe ha, cái số lượng xe phải gửi đi cho từng người, có thể là overheads. Hoặc là nó có thể là overhead cost. Ok. Yeah. Overhead cost là một loại chi phí. Ok. Ví dụ như là phí nhân công này, xong rồi phí nguyên liệu này. Yes. Nó là overheads. Rồi. Tiếp. B. It had to delay sending the bikes. Rồi, delay cái việc mà gửi xe đạp đi. It was criticized in the British media. Criticized là gì? Ở British media. Right. Ok. Không phải gửi đâu. Mà là gửi cái xe đạp tính trên đầu người nhận được. Khổ lắm cô nương. Right. Rồi từng người, đúng rồi Cathy. Rồi cũng có thể như banana nói. Yes, criticize, chỉ trích. Yes, cảm ơn Tino, Fokoi, Thiên Nga, Cathy. Yes, đúng rồi đó. Criticize là chỉ trích. Alright. Rồi. Bây giờ mình sẽ bị chỉ trích, đúng không? Cái phần C là bị chỉ trích bởi cái truyền thông bên nước Anh. Ok. Rồi mình nghe 11 đến 15 trước nha. Tẹo nữa cô sẽ kéo xuống 15 cho mình nếu mà nó bị che một phần. Ok. Rồi nghe luôn 11 này. Let's go.
Questions 11 to 15.
My name's Dan Pearman, and I'd like to talk about the work of Pedal Power, a small charity based mainly in the UK. I'll be giving our contact details at the end, if anyone would like to find out more about how to support us. But first, how the charity began. I got the idea of exporting bicycles to developing countries while I was in Ecuador. I went there in 1993, just after graduating from university. After 3 years of studying, I wanted adventure. I loved travelling, so I decided to join a voluntary organisation, and was sent to Ecuador to carry out land surveys. The project came to an end after 5 years, and when I returned to the UK in 1998, I started planning Pedal Power. Where I lived in Ecuador was a very rural area. My neighbour had the only bicycle in the village, whereas everyone else walked everywhere. My neighbour's business was unusually successful, and for years I couldn't understand why. Then I realised having a bike meant he could get where he wanted to go without much trouble. Other local carpenters could only accept jobs in a 3-kilometre radius, so no matter how skilled they were, they could never do as many jobs as my neighbour. At Pedal Power, we collect second-hand bikes in the UK and send them to some of the poorest regions in the world. When we distribute bikes overseas, we don't give them away for free. We'd like to, but long-term that doesn't really help the local economy. The demand for bikes is enormous, which makes them very expensive locally. So we sell them for 5% of the normal price. But in order to continue operating, we need to have a constant supply of bikes which we send out every 6 months. One example of a town that's received bicycles from Pedal Power is Rivas. It was the first place I sent a full container of bicycles to. Most people there now own a bicycle. The local economy has developed so much, you wouldn't recognize it as the same place. In fact, there are more bikes than on the streets of Amsterdam, if you've ever been there. But Pedal Power still needs your help. You may have read about some of our recent problems in the British media. In August 2000, we simply ran out of money. We had containers of bikes ready to send, but no money to pay the bills. It was a terrible situation. We managed to ensure the bikes went out on time, but the other problems carried on for several months.
Before you hear the rest of the talk, you have some time to look at questions 16 to 20.
Okay, các bạn nhấn nha, Rồi, nãy cô có giải thích cái nghĩa từ overhead, 2 nghĩa cho mình đó. Và nó đã rơi vào đúng một trong 2 cái nghĩa đó luôn. Yes. Ok, rồi. Thiên Nga này. Let's see. I'm gonna check everyone on set.
Now listen and answer questions.
So, Thiên Nga, first one, 11. Thu em nhắn cái nào cô không biết, phải nhắn số. Nga, 12, đúng rồi, 13. Đúng luôn, 14. Yes, very good. Nga, cô kéo lên hả? Oh, shoot, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. Tiểu nữa mình nghe lại câu 15 nha. My bad, I'm so sorry. Right, thế thì cứ check 11 đến 14 trước thôi. Yes. Rồi, sorry em. Thiên Nga, 15. Dạ, Thiên Nga nhớ đề luôn hả? Bánh bao hình như có sai rồi, sai một câu nha bánh bao. Phan Khoa đúng hết rồi. Sorry các em, để cô kéo xuống. Alright, rồi. Vậy có cần nghe lại 11 đến 14 không các bạn? Cô thấy hầu hết các bạn đều làm đúng rồi. Bạn nào cần nghe lại 11 đến 14 thì nói cô nhé. Bây giờ nghe lại 15 cho các bạn này. Nghe lần đầu chứ cũng không phải nghe lại. Yes. Vẫn đọc được câu A. Nhớ nó là BC hay sao? Rồi nghe lại nhé. Thiên Nga siêu.
1000 on the streets of Amsterdam.
Rồi, bây giờ chuẩn bị sang câu 15 này. Bạn nào cần nghe lại 11, 14 comment trong này nhé. Còn không là sau 15 là cô sang câu 16 luôn đấy nha.
If you've ever been there. But Pedal Power still needs your help. You may have read about some of our recent problems in the British media. In August 2000, we simply ran out of money. We had containers of bikes ready to send, but no money to pay the bills. It was a terrible situation. We managed to ensure the bikes went out on time, but the other problems carried on for several months.
Rồi, cho cô đáp án câu 15 nào. Đáp án câu 15. Hello, 15 everyone. Nãy có mỗi mình Thiên Nga trả lời thôi. Rồi, ok, sai rồi bánh bao. Rồi, vậy nghe lại. Rồi, hai mí cũng sai luôn rồi. Người ta đâu có nói gì đâu. Người ta nói là có bike xong hết rồi, nhưng mà có vấn đề gì. Lừa hết đấy. Dr. C cũng bị lừa luôn rồi. Right, no money to pay the bills. Chính xác. Nãy cô có nói overheads chính là một cái nghĩa của nó, còn là nghĩa chi phí nữa, đúng không? Ví dụ như là chi phí trả nhân công, overhead cost, chi phí trả nguyên vật liệu. Alright. Rồi. Nghe lại câu 14 hả? Bạn nào cần nghe lại hết thì nhắn nha. 11, 12, 13 nha. Không thì chỉ nghe lại 14, 15 thôi đó.
And send them to some of the poorest regions in the world.
Rồi 14 này.
When we distribute bikes overseas, we don't give them away for free. We'd like to, but long term that doesn't really help the local economy. The demand for bikes is enormous, which makes them very expensive locally. So we sell them for 5% of the normal price. But in order to continue operating, we need to have a constant supply of bikes which we send out every 6 months. One example of a town that's received bicycles from
14.
Pedal Power is Rivas.
Rivas.
It was the first place I sent a full container of bicycles to.
Was the first place I sent a full container of bicycle to. Rồi nốt lại cho cô đi. Nghe keyword nào cứ tập thói quen nốt lại dần đi. Nó sẽ là cái key thông tin để mình biết là mình chọn hay mình không chọn cái đáp án nào nữa. Full container. First place luôn. Chỗ đầu tiên. First place I sent a full mà ống gửi cả cái công toàn đồ bicycle, toàn là xe đạp ở trong đấy, đúng không? Yes. Rồi, thế thì nó có đồng đẳng với A không? Nó chưa đồng đẳng đâu. Nghe tiếp.
Most people there now own a bicycle. The local economy has developed so much, you wouldn't recognize it as the same place.
The local economy làm sao? Okay. The local economy làm sao các bạn ơi? Hello, hello. Không nghe được local economy làm sao à? Trời. Không comment được hả? Đúng rồi, has developed so much. You wouldn't recognize as the same place. Đúng rồi, tốt lắm bánh bao. Nga, Nashi, yes. You wouldn't recognize it as the same place. Recognize it as the same place. Clear, good. Rồi, tốt lắm. Tino, yes. Đúng rồi, transform là được thay đổi hoàn toàn, totally transformed đấy. Và thường nếu mà mình dùng transform cho economy nó thường mang nghĩa tích cực nha. Ví dụ the economy of country A has been transformed là theo hướng tích cực ạ. Yes. Transform tức nghĩa là thay đổi. Mà thay đổi, cái từ transform mà đi với economy thường là hiểu theo hướng tích cực luôn. Yes. Đó chính là developed. Đúng rồi đó các bạn. Rồi. Cô live 11:30 tới 1:30 nha bạn Hà Phương. Thi thoảng có live quá giờ nữa. Yes. Mai cũng live giờ đấy luôn, từ thứ Hai đến thứ Sáu nha bạn Hà Phương, nhớ lên xem. Nghe lại nha. Tội Khoa ha, nghe lại đi.
Economy. The demand for bikes is enormous, which makes them very expensive locally. So we sell them for 5% of the normal price.
Vẫn đang câu 13.
But in order to continue operating, we need to have every 6 months. One example of a town that's received bicycles from Pedal Power is Rivas. It was the first place I sent a full container of bicycles to. Most people there now own a bicycle. The local economy has developed so much, you wouldn't recognize it as the same place.
Đó. Thế thì rõ ràng luôn đó. Ok. Đúng chưa? Ok. C. Alright. Rồi. Ok, tốt lắm. Hello Kitty. Rồi, người ta có nói là ở đây có nhiều xe, nhưng mà người ta nói là nhiều hơn Amsterdam luôn. Amsterdam là ở Hà Lan á. Thì thành phố đấy có rất nhiều xe đạp. Thì đang so là còn nhiều xe hơn ở Amsterdam này.
In fact, there are more bikes than on the streets of Amsterdam.
In fact, there are more bikes than the street of Amsterdam. Yeah, vậy nó phải là nhiều hơn, chứ không phải nhiều bằng, không phải SS, mà là nhiều hơn. Nên B cũng sai. Ok.
If you've ever been there. But Pedal Power still needs your help. You may have read about some of our...
Rồi, đấy là hết 14 rồi đó. Thì cái này là cái tung hỏa mù của cái A. First place, I sent a full container bicycle to. Alright. Thì trời, người ta gửi cả cái công hàng thôi, chứ có ai nói là gửi được nhiều xe đạp nhất đâu. Yeah. Ngồi nghe phải bình tĩnh thôi. B thì nãy cô giải thích rồi. C, obviously. Rồi, well done các bạn. 15 này. What problem did the charity face in August 2000? Again, người ta sẽ nói cả ba cái luôn.
Problems in the British media. In August 2000, we simply ran out of money. We had containers of bikes ready to send, but no money to pay the bills.
Okay, we have container of bikes ready to send, but no can't pay the bill, right? Can't pay the bill. Không trả được hóa đơn. Rồi, have bicycle ready to send. Nhưng mà không trả tiền được cho người ta. Cái đoạn này rõ chưa các bạn? Nghe lại này, ảnh thú thật cái hôm August 2000 có gì này?
You may have read about some of our recent problems in the British media.
Read about some of our recent problems in the British media. Read about some of our problem in the British media. Alright. Rồi, cái này là cái câu rất là vague luôn á. Problems, some of our problems. Nhưng mà problems ở trong British media chứ chưa có nói là bị chỉ trích hay gì hết, chưa có nói thẳng là bị chỉ trích. Ok, cái việc và người ta state cái fact là công ty này đang gặp vấn đề thôi, chứ chưa có nói gì về việc mà bị criticized, bị chỉ trích ở trên báo hết cả. Anh chỉ nói về hai cái ý này thôi. Các bạn nghe có rõ không? Nghe rõ thì nhắn cho cô cái keyword các bạn cũng nghe được ha, chứ yên lặng quá ha.
Power still needs your help. You may have read about some of our recent problems in the British media. In August 2000, we simply ran out of money. We had containers of bikes ready to send, but no money to pay the bills. It was a terrible situation.
Okay, but
we managed to ensure the bikes went...
But no money to pay the bill, đúng không? No money to pay the bill. Money to pay the bill. Alright. Rồi, rõ ràng ha. Run out money. Rồi, tốt lắm. Rồi, tốt lắm Munashi. Đề nó như vậy mà hay mí. Run out money, yes. Tốt lắm. Ok, clear. Rồi. Sửa mấy câu trên luôn hả? Sao nãy hồi không nói? Rồi con sửa cho 11 đến 13 luôn nha. Nãy hình như có bạn cũng hỏi 12 luôn. Rồi.
The end, if anyone would like to find out more about how to support us. But first, how the charity began. I got the idea of exporting bicycles to developing countries while I was in Ecuador. I went there in 1993, just after graduating from university.
Anh này anh học xong chưa? Just after gì các bạn ơi? Just after gì? Nghe được keyword gì? Học xong rồi, đúng rồi. Đúng rồi. Keyword là gì? Just after graduating from university. Học xong rồi, thế thì B bỏ hay giữ đây? As part of his studies. Lúc đấy là học xong rồi thì có còn liên quan đến việc học nữa không? Đúng rồi, Kiều Trang, Khánh, Phan Khoa, Thiên Nga, Banana, Minh Lê. Bỏ, đúng rồi, B bỏ nhá. Chào B. Tiếp.
After 3 years of studying, I wanted adventure. I loved traveling, so I decided to join a voluntary organization.
I decided to get on an adventure, so I wanted to go traveling. Yeah, anh này làm ở cái join cái gì đây? Join cái gì organization? Đúng rồi. Volunteer organization. Okay, voluntary. Có nhớ là nghe là voluntary đấy. Đấy, nói chung là nghe lại đại loại nó là cái đó thôi.
After 3 years of studying, I wanted adventure. I loved traveling, so I decided to join a voluntary organization and was sent to
organization, đúng rồi. Rồi, thế đáp án là gì? Rồi, join đó.
Ecuador to carry out land surveys.
I was sent to Ecuador to carry out land survey. Rồi, đúng rồi các bạn, tốt lắm. C. Rồi, 12 nha. Rồi, tốt lắm. Mẹ đậu con Thiên Nga, Munashi, Phan Khoa, lovely. Kiều Trang. Rồi, tiếp 12.
The project came to an end after 5 years, and when I returned to the UK in 1998, I started planning Pedal Power. Where I lived in Ecuador was a very rural area. My neighbour had the only bicycle in the village, whereas
My neighbor has the cái gì đây? My neighbor has the only cái gì in the village. Alright. Only gì? Has the only gì điền vào 3 chấm nha, điền vào 3 chấm. Has the only gì in the village? Đó là cái keyword đầu tiên luôn rồi đó. Các bạn follow kênh cô nha, nếu chưa follow, với cả muốn đăng ký học thì nhấn vào đây hoặc nhấn vào link TikTok này. Rồi, yes, đúng rồi, Dr. C, Munashi, yes. Has the only bicycle in the village. Bicycle. Alright. Rồi. Nghe tiếp xong cái ông hàng xóm này, ông có gì nữa nha.
Everyone else walked everywhere.
Everyone else
My
walked
neighbour's business
everywhere.
was unusually successful, and for years I couldn't understand why. Then I realised having a bike meant he could get where he wanted to go without much trouble.
Having a bike meant he can gì đây? Having a bike meant he can get where he wanted to go. Yes, can get to where he wanted to go without so much trouble. Đúng rồi. Cảm ơn Banana, Dr. C. Và bạn okay. Right. Kiều Trang wants to go without much trouble. So much trouble. Là ông đi đâu cũng được đúng không nào? Ông đi đâu đến nơi ông muốn, không có cần phải gặp vấn đề. Nghe lại bạn đấy.
Neighbour had the only bicycle in the village, whereas everyone else walked everywhere. My neighbour's business was unusually successful, and for years I couldn't understand why. Then I realised having a bike meant he could get where he wanted to go without much trouble. Other local carpenters could only accept jobs.
Rõ chưa? Yes, without much trouble. Alright. Rồi. Rõ ha? Tốt. Okay. Rồi, ông đi đâu cũng được.
Jobs in a 3-kilometre radius, where he wanted to go without much trouble. Other local carpenters could only accept jobs in a 3-kilometre radius, so no matter how skilled they were, they could never do as many jobs as my neighbour.
Other carpenter thì chỉ có thể làm trong bán kính 3 km thôi. Yes. Thì kể cả có skill, no matter how skilled they are, they couldn't get as many jobs as my neighbor. Đúng không? Rồi. Đáp án. Trời ơi, nghe xong một hồi mà vẫn A hả? Hay mí. Rồi. ABC. Rồi tiếp nha.
At Pedal Power, we collect second-hand bikes.
Rồi. Như vậy đó. Những cái người khác thì chỉ có nhận được việc trong bán kính 3 km thôi. Okay. No matter how skilled they are. Rồi đáp án là gì? Rồi. Rồi, easy to reach customer. Đúng rồi. Không thể nào có as many jobs. Don't have as many jobs as my neighbor. Rồi, rõ ràng như vậy luôn á. Yeah. Ông neighbor, ông hốt hết tất cả các order đơn về carpenter. Ok, rồi các bạn đang chọn C này. Thu Thu, Minh Lê, Kiều Trang là đúng hết. C, trời ơi, sao vẫn còn các bạn chọn B vậy? Đâu có nói skill craftsman đâu. Others, những cái người khác, người ta chỉ nhận việc được trong bán kính 3 km, mặc dù no matter how skilled they are, kể cả họ có phải là thợ lành nghề đi chăng nữa. Nhưng họ chỉ có thể nhận job trong vòng bán kính 3 km, chứ không thể có nhiều jobs như là my neighbor. Trời ơi, thành ra là luyện reading luôn rồi đó. Luyện reading luôn rồi đó, chứ không phải luyện listening nữa đâu. Ok, Munashi và các bạn chọn B. Alright, rồi, không sao. Nghe tiếp 13 này.
In the UK and send them to some of the poorest regions in the world. When we distribute bikes overseas, we don't give them away for free. We'd like to, but long term that doesn't really help the local economy. The demand for bikes is enormous, which makes them very expensive locally. So we sell them for 5% of the normal price. But in order to continue operating, we need to have a constant supply of bikes which we send out every 6 months.
We need to have a constant gì? Cái câu đấy là câu key của câu 13 đó. We need to have a constant gì các bạn? Have a constant gì đó. Rồi, đúng rồi, supply of bicycle. supply. Trời ơi, để cô kéo xuống dưới cho có chỗ viết chữ nhá, chứ nhìn này ghê quá ha. Constant supply of bicycles. Làm sao nữa đây? Yes, đúng rồi, 6 tháng. That we send out every 6 months. Yes. We send out every 6 months. Đúng rồi đó, bạn Tino. Hello Kitty. Đó. Thế đáp án là gì? Constant là liên tục. Cần phải có cái sự cung ứng liên tục. Cung ứng xe đạp liên tục. Yeah, để mà gửi mỗi 6 tháng. Đúng rồi. Rồi, bạn Hân, bạn Minh Lê, bạn Phan Khoa. Yes. Rồi, bạn Min Sợ Ma, Tino. Yeah, đúng rồi đó. Okay, clear? Clear. Rồi. Regularly, yes. Đúng rồi đó. Regularly cô có nhớ có cả chữ đấy nữa. Nói chung là phải gửi nhiều, gửi liên tục. Yes, mỗi 6 tháng. Alright, clear. Rồi, tiếp nhá. 16 to 17. No more than one word or a number. Rồi. Thế thì bây giờ or nha, or a number nha. Mình viết là 12 horses có được không? Đáp án viết 12 horses có chấp nhận được không? Chương 16, 17. Ôi đề bây giờ còn bẫy kiểu này thì hơi phũ nhỉ. Kiểu có cái bài thì ghi and or, còn cái bài thì ghi or. Bài ghi một chữ, bài ghi 2 chữ, bài ghi 3 chữ trong cùng một cái đề. Không, đúng rồi. Không, tốt lắm các bạn. Thu Thiên Nga Phan Khoa. Or, chứ không phải and. Or nha. Nên là cái này là không được. Rồi, câu 16 cho câu keywords. How much money did the charity receive when it won an award? Keywords là gì đấy? Bao nhiêu tiền nhận được khi mà thắng được cái giải, đúng không nào? Yes, tốt lắm Money, cảm ơn Kiều Trang. 17. The charity currently hoping to buy. Yes, won. Rồi, đúng rồi đó. Money won award, tốt lắm. Yes. Rồi, charity currently hoping to buy. Câu 17. Buy, đúng rồi. Rồi what nữa? The charity này đang muốn mua cái gì? Okay. Còn nếu mà mình highlight kịp một chữ thôi thì câu 16, 17. Một câu thì mình highlight money, một câu mình highlight buy, hoặc là money với award, vậy thôi. Rồi, tốt. Nghe luôn 18, 20 nha. 3 things này. Bữa cô đi thi có lần là 3 things là phải có tận 9 đáp án cơ. 3, 6, 7, cái này có 7 thôi. Bữa đó có 9 đáp án và đáp án nó cũng dài đến đây này. Đáp án nào cũng như vậy. Nên là bình thường Thủy. Đề thi giờ nó cũng không dễ. Organize a bicycle collection. Rồi 3 things gì nữa này? Phải đọc câu hỏi. Sorry, đọc câu hỏi trước nào. General public, những cái người dân thường bình thường có thể làm để mà giúp đỡ cái charity này, đúng không nào? Thế nhưng mà đây là general public nha. Tẹo nữa người ta có bẫy mình cái câu ví dụ như là cái người volunteer làm cái này hay là người quản lý làm cái kia, thì đấy là việc của người ta. Còn cái việc mà mình quan tâm là cái general public, người ta sẽ làm được cái gì. Alright. Ok, cô kéo xuống thôi. I organize a bicycle collection. Các bạn nhìn được rồi đúng không? Rồi, sắp xếp cái buổi thu thập xe. Rồi. B. Repair the donated bikes. Donate là gì? Các bạn ơi, donate có nghĩa là gì? Comment cho cô nhỉ. Sửa lại những cái xe donated. Rồi. Mất câu 16, không sao đâu. Đọc đi, theo nữa. Lúc nghe cô sẽ kéo lên kéo xuống cho giờ đọc để highlight câu 18 đến 20 đó. C. Donate their unwanted tools. Ok. Donate là gì các bạn? Ủng hộ, đúng rồi. Donate ở đây là cái xe mà người ta gửi cho cái theo vào cái trại cải tạo xe. cái chỗ charity này người ta gửi cho, người ta donate luôn, người ta gửi xe để ủng hộ luôn mà không có lấy tiền. Ok, yes, đúng rồi, tốt lắm Phan Khoa. Rồi, được tặng, được cho tặng, ủng hộ luôn. Good. Rồi, donate their unwanted tools. Rồi, có thể ủng hộ những cái tools là cái gì? Unwanted là những cái tool người ta không cần. D. Do voluntary work in its office. Nhắn cho cô tools là gì ở phần comment nha. công cụ, đúng rồi. Những công cụ, dụng cụ. Ví dụ như là dụng cụ kiểu mấy cái mà để xoay vít này, yes, cái vặn ốc vít này, cái drill này, xong rồi tất cả những cái công cụ nào đấy khác để mà sửa bikes, ok, những cái dụng cụ không cần thiết, yes, đúng rồi, tốt lắm các bạn. Do voluntary work in its office, yeah, làm cái công việc gọi là tình nguyện ở văn phòng. E. Hold an event to raise money, tổ chức sự kiện để mà thu thập tiền là cho cái quỹ charity này đó nha. Identify areas that need bikes, ok, tìm những cái khu vực mà cần xe đạp, ok. Ở đây là như kiểu người ta gửi cho Rivas, hoặc là người ta gửi cho thành phố Rivas, hoặc gửi cho Ecuador, gửi cho những cái chỗ như vậy. Thì đó, những cái khu vực mà cần xe đạp. Yes, quyên góp, đúng rồi Minh Lê, yes, cái từ đó. Mấy dạng này em review không kịp. Đúng rồi, thì nốt lại hết, nghe được cái gì nốt lại hết 100%, lúc sau review cũng được. Write to the government, rồi viết tới chính phủ. Ok, clear? Yeah. Rồi, chắc không còn câu hỏi gì nữa đâu đúng không? Giờ nghe 16, 17 trước luôn nha. Cô sẽ kéo xuống dưới một chút để theo nữa câu 18, 20. Rồi, ok, 16, 17 nha. Let's go.
Place I send a full of bikes ready to send, but Pedal Power still needs your help. You may have read about some on the streets of Amsterdam, if you've ever been there. It was a terrible situation.
To look at questions 16 to 20.
Let's go.
Fortunately, in October 2001, we won an Enterprise Award, which helped us enormously. We invested 15 of the £75,000 prize money to help secure our future. Winning the award helped raise our profile, and the money enabled us to pay all our shipping costs, which represent our greatest expense. Pedal Power changes lives. When someone gets a bicycle from us, they see a 14% increase in their income. We're currently looking to invest in computers so that our office staff can do an even better job. Because of our work, people in a number of countries now have a better standard of living. So far, we've provided 46,000 people with bikes. But we'd like to send more, at least 50,000 by the end of the year. Now, there are many ways in which you can support the work of Pedal Power, not just by taking a bike to a collection in your area. I should also like to say, if you do have a bike to donate, it doesn't matter what condition it's in. If we can't repair it, we'll strip it down for spare parts. Of course, to do that, we always need tools, which are expensive to buy, so we welcome any that you can give. Also, you could help by contacting the voluntary staff at our offices. They'll be able to suggest activities you could organise to bring in funds for us. People do all kinds of things, including, of course, sponsored bike rides. Also, we're always interested to hear of other places that would benefit from receiving a consignment of bikes, and welcome suggestions from people who've been to developing regions on their travels. We hope that by talking on radio programmes like this, we will be able to raise public awareness, which will lead to government organisations also giving us regular financial support, something that we really need. If you'd like some more information about where to donate an old bicycle or offer help in other ways, please contact us.
Okay, alright, that's the end. That's the end.
That is the end of section 2.
Bài 18, 20
You
cũng
now
dễ
have
ha.
half a minute to check your answer.
Người ta cũng nói cho mình rất rõ ràng ha, là cần cái gì. Yes, 16, 17 cũng vậy. Rồi, lại hả? Sẽ lại. Điền cô đáp án đi đã, rồi cô sẽ cho nghe lại. Rồi, DEF, hai mí, sai đúng một câu trong 18 đến 20. DC, rồi. Ủa thế 16, 17 không ai trả lời hả? Trả lời 16, 17 đi chứ. DC, ACG, đúng một câu nha DC. Bánh bao, không phải ngần đấy tiền đâu, với cả mình không được viết như vậy. Rồi mình sẽ phải viết cái ký hiệu pound, hoặc là mình chỉ cần viết con số thôi. Ok, rồi. Đây cô kéo lên này. Rồi. Đúng rồi, Thiên Nga siêu ấy. Rồi. CD gì hả bạn Thu Thu? Cái này là cam 5 nha, vẫn cam 5 nha các bạn. Phan Khoa, Rồi, 17 tốt. 18, 19 là mới sai rồi, 16 cũng sai rồi. Thiên Nga đúng rồi đó, Thiên Nga. Câu 17 đúng rồi. Tina Shop. Sợi 50.000. Trời. Ủa, Mie. Mie tốt nè. Trời ơi, siêu nha Mie. Đó. Ok, rồi, nghe lại nha, nghe lại hết nha. Cứ tưởng câu này dễ chứ. Thôi được rồi, nghe lại nhé. 15k là cái tiền người ta lấy, người ta xài cho cái việc gì đó. Còn cái này là người ta nhận được bao nhiêu tiền. Receive when it wanna know what. 15k trên bao nhiêu tiền. Nghe nha.
Now listen and answer questions 16 to 20.
Fortunately, in October 2001, we won an Enterprise Award, which helped us enormously. We invested 15 of the £75,000 prize money.
We invested 15 of the cái gì đó £1,000 prize money. Đúng rồi, invest 15. Thế còn tiền nhận được là bao nhiêu? Bảo tin nhắn giúp cô nào. Nãy Thiên Nga với cả bạn là Mie là đúng rồi. Ok, Minh Lê, Tino, yes, Bình Bao. 75,000 pounds. Sao mà nghe lại nó lại rõ thế nhỉ? Đúng không? Viết số nhớ viết liền nhau, đừng viết cách lúc mà viết đáp án nha. Một là viết dấu phẩy như này, hai là viết liền nhau luôn. Ok, rồi đúng rồi các bạn. Tiếp, câu 17.
To help secure our future. Winning the award helped raise our profile, and the money enabled us to pay all our shipping costs, which represent our greatest expense. Pedal Power changes lives. When someone gets a bicycle from us, they see a 14% increase in their income. We're currently looking to invest in computers so that our office staff can do an even better job.
Buying cái gì để office staff do a better job? We're currently looking at buying. Đúng rồi, Khoa. Yes. Minh Lê, yes, computers. Hello Kitty cũng đúng rồi. Right. Đúng rồi, Thu, Tino. Computers ha. Rồi giờ nghe tiếp 18 đến 20 này. Có những cái mà người ta nói để lừa thôi. Mình cũng phải tỉnh để biết không bị lừa.
Because of our work, people in a number of countries now have a better standard of living. So far, we've provided 46,000 people with bikes. But we'd like to send more, at least 50,000 by the end of the year. Now, there are many ways in which you can support the work of Pedal Power, not just by taking a bike to a collection in your area.
Not just by taking a bike to your collection areas. Cái cách đầu tiên là not just, tức nghĩa là không chỉ nha. Thì không chỉ việc mang bike của mình cho tới cái donating areas, mà còn làm gì nữa. Mình cứ nốt lại đi, tẹo nữa sau đáp án.
I should also like to say, if you do have a bike to donate, it doesn't matter what condition it's in. If we can't repair it, we'll strip it down for spare parts.
Tức nghĩa là người ta bảo là no matter what condition the bicycle is in, if we cannot repair it, we là pedal power. If we cannot repair it, we will strip it down to spare parts. Okay? Spare parts. Spare parts là những cái phần phụ tùng thôi. Yes, không lấy cả cái xe mà lấy phụ tùng thôi cũng được. Strip it down là gỡ nó ra. Strip it down. Alright, nghe tiếp.
Of course, to do that, we always need tools, which are expensive to buy, so we welcome any that you can give.
We need tools. We need tools. That are expensive to buy. So we are welcome anything you can get. You can have to give. Yeah. Okay. Rồi, welcome anything you have to give. Rồi. Thế thì need tools. Thế thì A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Yes, well done. Rồi, tất cả các bạn chọn C là đúng rồi. Minh Lê, yes. Nãy cũng có chọn C ở trên. Rồi, right. Cô kéo xuống hả? Ok. Right, sorry. Yeah. Rồi, tiếp nha. Nghe tiếp này.
Also, you could help by contacting the voluntary staff at our offices. They'll be able to suggest activities you could organize to bring in funds for us.
You could contact our office staff. They will suggest what you can do. Tức nghĩa là contact office staff để người ta suggest là làm được cái gì thôi, chứ không phải là làm volunteer work in office ha. Thì câu D này cũng không đúng đâu. Tao nữa sẽ không nghe được cái dữ kiện nào của D hết cả. hold, người ta sẽ suggest làm gì? Đúng rồi, organize events to bring in fun. Đúng rồi, tốt lắm Thu Thu. Organize events to bring in fun for us. Rồi. Đáp án E. Đúng rồi, siêu lắm Thu. Các bạn đến đây chưa? Các bạn tỉnh được đến đoạn đấy chưa? Gọi điện cho office staff, người ta sẽ suggest mình cần làm gì. Thì một trong số cái người ta suggest sẽ là organize events to bring in fun for us. Yeah. Sắp xếp cái sự kiện, tổ chức cái sự kiện để mà mang đến tiền cho bên Pedal Power. Rồi. Tiếp. Ủa các bạn có nghe được Y không các bạn ơi? Chưa nghe được nhắn nha. Không là đi tiếp này.
People do all kinds of things, including, of course, sponsored bike rides. Also, we're always interested to hear of other places that would benefit from receiving a consignment of bikes.
We would also like to hear if any others places would like to receive. Đúng rồi. To love to hear. Hear. Các bạn nhắn cái nốt các bạn lên đây đi rồi cô đọc cùng. Yes. Here are the places would like to receive a consignment of bikes. Yes. No. F. Đúng rồi. Rõ ràng. Ok. Rồi. A không có nha. Organize a bicycle collection. Tức nghĩa là cái người, chủ ngữ là người general public, sẽ phải sắp xếp một cái buổi bike collection. Không. Cái câu đầu tiên người ta nói là nếu có xe đạp hãy donate thôi. Chứ đâu phải là host, đâu phải là organize, sắp xếp cả một cái buổi bike collection đâu. Ok. Đúng rồi. Mình lấy C, E, F. Alright. Everyone clear? Any questions? I think this is very clear today, right? Ok. Rồi, các bạn muốn đăng ký học thì nhấn vào đây hoặc nhấn vào link TikTok của cô. Các bạn muốn nhận tài liệu hôm nay thì nhấn vào đây nhé. Rồi follow kênh cô để học tiếng Anh hàng ngày. Cô vẫn đăng video học hàng ngày luôn á. Alright. Rồi ngày mai thì sẽ có cô Tú lên. Cô Tú là cô mà có video từ hôm qua đó, mới đăng á. Với cả cô có ngồi hát với cô Alligator đó. Rồi, thì cô Tú ngày mai cô sẽ live cũng giờ này, 11:30 đến 1:30. Alright, tuần sau cô vẫn live thứ hai với cả thứ ba nha các bạn. Trước khi nghỉ lễ cô vẫn live đó nha. Ok, rồi mai thì cô Tú sẽ cho mình luyện reading. Đấy là buổi luyện reading duy nhất ở trong tuần này. Nên là các bạn cứ lên để nghe học nha. Cô Tú 8.0 overall và 9.0 reading đó. Alright, nôn cô Tú đúng rồi. Right. Cô chưa học MA nha. Cô chưa học MA, cô học BA thôi. Cô có bằng đại học thôi chứ cô chưa có bằng thạc sĩ. Ngày xưa lúc cô học xong đại học thì có một vài thầy cô có suggest là nếu muốn thì có thể apply ở trên trường, có thể bỏ, không cần học thạc sĩ, học thẳng lên tiến sĩ cũng được. Nhưng mà dĩ nhiên là học tiếp về ngành quản lý khách sạn nhà hàng với cả tourism. Nên là cô cũng không muốn lắm. Cô muốn làm trước rồi thì lúc sau học thạc sĩ hoặc tiến sĩ sau. Chứ cô cũng không cần phải là skip qua thạc sĩ làm gì hết cả. Yeah, alright. Rồi. Ok. Em hay học IELTS rồi, hai cái khác nhau mà Thắng. Em học master thì em cứ học master thôi để em nâng cao cái khả năng về ngành nghề của em. Còn IELTS thì em cứ học thôi, kể cả em không đi học hay là em chỉ có đi làm thôi thì em cũng vẫn nên học IELTS để cho cái CV của mình nó ok hơn này, nếu cần. Đó. Alright, hai cái đấy khác nhau nha. Nếu có thời gian thì nên học cả hai. Ok. Rồi. Ok các bạn, cô sẽ gặp lại các bạn vào thứ hai. Còn ngày mai thì là cô Tú sẽ live cho mọi người live speaking. Và nửa sau thì cô Tú sẽ cho mọi người luyện reading. Alright. Rồi, bye bye everyone. Enjoy your day. Không có gì Thiên Nga. Cảm ơn Thiên Nga nha. Cảm ơn các bạn đã xem live tới hôm nay nha. Bye bye.